Welcome everybody. Happy Monday. Today is May 12th. It's Monday, May 12th. Uh, a month since April 12th, which was a month from March 12th. So we have 2 months of bullshittery around this whole kerfuffle in the Delphi murders case. And so I just want to greet everyone in the chat and then we'll get into it. But I'm so glad to see everyone. And anyway, let me go way back and see who all is here before we get started. Right? And thanks for being here. If you happen to be in the Lurker crew, go ahead, join the chat. It's no big deal. Stop acting weird. All right. So, first in here, wow, as always, beautiful Amy. Thank you, Amy. Let me, why in the hell does it look like this? Did all my settings get kerfuffled? Let's see. We got to make this not look like this. There we go. All right. What's up, Amy? All right. Let me go back in time. Amy's reminding you to hit the support pathways. And Court of Public Opinion was second here. Welcome, Court. Court says, please like and subscribe and do all that nice stuff. Appreciate you for doing it and for being here. And what's up, Jay Rabbit? Jay Rabbit's here. We got Dino is here. Mino Dino. We got Dom S is here. Welcome, Dom. We got Kate Eleanor. Hey, Kate. All right. Mandy Gillian. Hello to you. Okay. Sweet Dude Shibby. What's up, Sweet Dude Shibby? Stephanie. All right. Heather Brown. Hey, Heather. Heather Brown. Ninja Warrior Assassin. What's up? Elizabeth Jones. What's up? Well, back up. Hello from Scotland. Welcome from Scotland. Right. Miss Deb is here. Welcome, Deb. All right. And big old welcome to Jay Rabbit. Jay Rabbit up in here. What's up, Jay Rabbit? Icy Cat. Welcome, Icy Cat. Okay. Elizabeth Jones. Okay. Heather Brown. Hey, Heather. Martha Hendricks. Hello to you, Martha Hendricks. All right. So we got True Tammy in here. Welcome, True Tammy. Happy Monday, beautiful people. Hope all you mamas had a happy day yesterday. All right. What's up, Stephanie? Regina Grady Bolden. What's up? What's up, Scott Perkins? What's up? What's up, Rebecca Ann? All right. We got a big group in here. Trying to say hello to everyone. Let's see. Christina Dean, hello to you. What's up, Christina Dean? Kate Eleanor, Amy, 26 Dead Zombies, Mino Dino, Dom S, Elizabeth Jones, Silenced, hello, Silenced. All right. Purple Amaryllis, welcome. All right. True Tammy says hello. All right. What's up, Nancy Drew? Did I miss Nancy Drew? I don't know. But Heather's saying hi, Nancy Drew. So hi, Nancy Drew. All right. We got Nancy here. All right. We also got Big JD. Welcome, Big JD. Jennifer Hoff is here. Welcome, Jennifer Hoff. Okay. We got Lena here. Welcome, Lena. All right. Also, big welcome to Artist Formerly Known. What's up, Artist Formerly Known? Melly Mel, welcome. Welcome to you. Holly Gibbons, welcome to you. All right, there's Nancy Drew. I found her once at least. Here we go, Nancy Drew. We got Goddess. Welcome, Goddess. Linson. All right. Prof, silence is fired. Put me on timeout by mistake last live and couldn't get me back in. Guys. All right, let's see. Who else we got in here? Rebecca Ann. Rebecca Ann. 5 Green Acres. Welcome. Welcome, 5 Green Acres. Okay. Also known as 5GA. All right. It's a new day. Hey, it's a new day. Welcome, welcome. All right. Holly Gibbons said she'd love to see Silence to be a guest again. Well, guess what? When we have more to talk about, when we have more to say to you, she probably will be. Me and Silenced, we've been working on dirt behind the scenes. So, yeah, we'll talk about dirt at another time behind the scenes. It's happening, though. All right. What's up? It's a new day. Artist formerly known, Jennifer Hoff, Asha Harry. Hello to you. Welcome. Possum friend, long time no see. Welcome. All right. And Brenda May says, you missed me. I suppose. I think everyone did. All right. What's up, Asha, Christina, Deb, Kate? All right. Boom. Silence is fired. Take that damn wrench. Hold on a minute. Okay. So, everyone else who's lurking, trust me, I know a bunch of you are hate watchers. Just stay where you are. Everyone else who happens to be lurking, come on in. So, hey, Cosmo. Welcome in, Cosmo. Hello to you. Carla Ann. Welcome in, Carla Ann. All right. So, yeah. So, y'all, today feels like a Monday to me. How about you? Does it feel like a Monday to you? It sure does to me. It is definitely a Monday in Prof Universe. But we have a lot to talk about, and that's what we'll be doing. Hello, MSW88. All right, and everyone in coming in, I appreciate you coming in, okay? I'm no hate watcher, love free speech, safe spaces away from trolls. All right. Ole Cat says it's already Tuesday. Oh, rats. Okay. But it's Monday for me. It's definitely a Prof Monday. Okay, so Lena says definitely a Monday for her. Yeah. Well, y'all, honestly, it's just been something else. We have so much to talk about. Tonight's show is called DELPHI, The Forest for the Trees. And that's what this is going to be about. But before we get into that, I do want to say hello to everyone. And by that, I mean, I wanted to say Happy Mother's Day because I meant to do a Mother's Day show. I would have liked to do a Mother's Day show and just say hello to everyone, but it didn't work out. And so here we are on Monday. And yeah, I'm glad to see everybody in here, though. So, forest for the trees. According to Google's AI, the idiom can't see the forest for the trees means someone is so focused on the details of a situation that they are unable to see the bigger picture or the overall context. It's about being so immersed in the minutia that the larger purpose or the overall situation is lost. And hey, many people have tried to apply this phrase to the Delphi murders previously. But let's be honest here. What they've missed is the overall situation, right? Like a lot of disinfo, misinfo goes. In essence, the elephant in the room. And this is where this becomes a very frustrating and hurtful, anxiety inducing situation. Okay. Forest for the trees. Now, according to this YouTube's, I've done 400 3+ hour live streams. 400. Live streams. Three hours plus. We've discussed everything from Josh Lank, Kyle Smith, The Shack, all the contradictions from the family, all the stuff from the community, all of the social media screenshots that plagued the Delphi case, all of the press conferences from law enforcement, all of the press releases, all of the sketches, all of the Franks memorandum, all of the PCA, the Ron Logan, everything imaginable. Symbolism at the crime scene, troll farm, cyber stalking and harassment, Julie Melvin, Skip Jansen, State Trooper Joe, Noe Amos, I showed you all of Troll Farm 1.0. We went from a time where Richard Allen had just been arrested. No one knew a single thing. To post-sentencing press conference and all of the subsequent fallout. We've had several defectors from the community, people who got caught doing things they shouldn't, so they got butthurt and left. We've had sextortionists, entrapment, lies, going after my family. Yes, my kids, my parents, and my siblings. Other creators getting butthurt, turning a new leaf. We've talked about the weather, the levels of water in the creek, the lies, the propaganda, the narrative control, the PR, the misinformation, the intentionally inserted disinformation. I told you who was related to who. Who's working for the cops? Who's working for the Patty family? And recently I've told you about Troll Farm 2.0, the Mean Girls, Michael Lostbrook, Angela Sedlowski, and all of their followers who have become the new cancer plaguing this case. You saw Rick, Snay, and I go from die-hard enemies to best friends. You've seen it all. And through all of that, there's been one constant. And it actually predates any of this. It predates me coming on to YouTube. What am I talking about? The forest for the trees. The elephant in the room. I'm talking about something so big that it makes the simple murder of two little girls pretty inconsequential. And it's sad when you're in the midst of a situation that trumps what you came into it for. Oh, yeah. And you see, if any of you paid attention the past few days, you should have seen evidence of exactly what I'm talking about. Ooh, what is it, Prof? Well, have you seen the escalation? Have you seen it? Oh, yeah. Because, see, the narrative controllers have escalated. Now, bad news for you, narrative controllers. Your tactics will never work. They have never worked. Case in point, look down here at the number of viewers. Then look in the mirror. So, you want to escalate. Well, I'll tell you how that's going to go. You have 12 hours. 12 hours for it all to cease and be deleted. Or else. You see, you don't know what I have up my sleeve. You don't know what I'm holding on to. And you don't know what's coming next. The next community post, you won't like. Now, you threatened to kill Adrian. and she's gone. And what you did is already in the hands of the police. So keep it up. Michael Allsbrook, Angela, Jinx, Bossy, Thomas Frost. Keep it up. Call off the dogs or else. Because, see, you guys are the elephant in the room. Now, how in the hell would so many people tied to the state of Indiana, by that I mean the government of the state of Indiana, be controlling the narrative of the murders of two little girls? Going back to the very beginning, predating me coming onto this platform? And you think that we're going to allow it to continue when you're escalating? We have all the receipts. And if you think you've seen something yet, you haven't. I've been nice. Alex told me that yesterday. He said, Prof, you came into it nice. You start off with everyone nice. Forest for the trees. The entire community has been looking at these murders of these girls for so long that they were blinded to what you were doing. They were so worried, people were so concerned about solving the crime that they never looked at the criminals right in front of them. You know, the 2/3 of the creators, 3/4 of the group mods in Reddit and Facebook, 100% of Trollform 1.0 and Trollform 2.0. You see, their whole deal is Richard Allen's either got to be completely guilty, a monster, or Richard Allen's got to be completely innocent, a hero, a stand-up citizen. Don't ever use reason, logic, and critical thinking. Don't ever see us. Don't ever look at us and see what we're doing. You won't get to Kathy. I'm aware of what you've been doing. You don't think I get those emails? You don't think I get the emails? Come on, I get the emails that you send to others. Let's be real here. Because the people who love me and trust me, they honestly love me and trust me because I came into it being nice to everyone. What's so hard to understand about that? You come in being ugly to everyone first. So guess what? We're pivoting. We will no longer talk about the murders of Abby and Libby. No, we won't. Mm-mm. Oh, whatever. There's over 1,000 hours of talking about that. I've shown you every angle of this case. But here's the deal. I get to show you another 1,000 hours of you motherfuckers. So when people want to see about Abby and Libby, they'll watch everything prior to this. And when people want to focus on you, they'll watch everything that's forthcoming. You got 12 hours to knock it off and take it all down. My father suffered a traumatic brain injury. And you want to use him? My baby brother was dead at 18 years old, and you want to use him? You want to attack both my kids on Mother's Day? So you get background checks. You figure out who my family members are so you can go stalk and harass them. Guess what? You're not the only one that can purchase a background check. This is appropriate. That's appropriate. This is appropriate. At the same time, you're threatening to kill a single woman? To terrify. See, this is the deal. You guys are domestic terrorists. So who you work for? The Patties or law enforcement? Or both? Forest for the trees. Troll Farm 1.0. Richard Allen is guilty. Troll Farm 2.0. Richard Allen is innocent. Both troll farms. Don't talk about the Patties. Both troll farms. We're not concerned about the girls' murders. So you don't care about the girls, you don't care about the truth tellers, but you do care about the patties and law enforcement and Richard Allen's guilt or innocence. Well, that's pretty odd, isn't it? Whatever happened to the victims in all this? And you create new victims. Are we going to pretend that there are not people dead over your bullshit? Let me give you a friendly reminder. Excuse me. You remember this letter? This one right here? Yeah, that one. Dear Joe Schmo, you appealed from the action of the Federal Bureau of Investigation on your Freedom of Information Act request for access to records concerning the investigation of the deaths of Liberty German and Abigail Williams. I note that your appeal concerns withholding of responsive records under Exemption 7A. After carefully considering your appeal, I am affirming FBI's action on your request. The FOIA provides for disclosure of many agency records. At the same time, Congress included in the FOIA 9 exemptions from disclosure that provide protection for important interests such as personal privacy, privileged communications, and certain law enforcement activities. The FBI properly withheld this information in full because it is protected. What is it? Access to records concerning the investigation on the deaths of Liberty German and Abigail Williams is protected from disclosure under the FOIA pursuant to 5 U.S. Code 552B7A, and it is reasonably foreseeable that disclosure of this information would harm the interests provided by this provision. This provision concerns records or information compiled for law enforcement purposes, the release of which could, quote, reasonably be expected to interfere with enforcement proceedings. That's all I have to read from that. And if you don't know what that means, I suggest you give it pause. Maybe think about what that means. Matter of fact, let's see if I can do something here. You see? B7A. Records are information compiled for law enforcement purposes, but only to the extent that the production of such law enforcement records or information could reasonably be expected to interfere with law enforcement proceedings. Well, what does that mean? See, it doesn't say could reasonably be expected to be invasion of privacy or to disclose identity or to disclose techniques or deprive a person of a right to fair trial. It says we can withhold the records for Abby and Libby that could reasonably be expected to interfere with law enforcement proceedings. You know what that tells me? We will withhold this information from the FBI on Abby and Libby because it might interfere with enforcement. What does proceeding means? What does proceeding mean? Proceeding. Hmm. Wow, FBI. Are you still pursuing enforcement proceedings? Maybe some of you should think about that. Forest for the trees. What are the trees? February 13th, 213, Monon High Bridge, Ron Logan's property, Keegan Klein, Brad Holder, Frank's memorandum, hair in the hand, BG video, photo of Abby and Libby in the selfie in the car, photo of Abby on the bridge, whatever Becky Patty said, whatever Kelsey said, whatever Sarah Carbaugh said, Betsy Blair, trees. What's a forest? Oh, those be the trees. What be the forest? A cover up of epic proportions. Family cover up, a law enforcement cover up, judicial cover up, political cover up, social media cover up. That's your forest. Spin, doxing, discrediting, smear campaigns, intimidation, threats, harassment, disinformation. Those are your techniques. So 12 hours. After 12 hours, everyone is fair game. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone. What do you mean, everyone? Old hags from Delphi? Every single YouTuber? Every single Redditor? Every single Facebooker? See, I did my background checks on all of you a year ago. Two can play at that game. Like I say, uh, I chose to be here speaking about Abby and Libby. So I ignored you all. And now I choose to speak about you. See, jealousy's a bitch. It's a bitch. But hey, let's be honest. If you could have done what I've done, you would have had the same success. And let's be honest here, too. When I came onto YouTube, I was surrounded by wolves. hmm Some of them in sheep's clothing, most of them. And I look back and I think, wow, when in the world would someone come onto a double homicide of two little kids and be surrounded by wolves? Think about it. And see something else odd here. Most of you are afraid to show your faces. So, yeah, you'll hide like little bitches hmm behind fake accounts, behind voice changers, behind AI, in a secret location where no one knows your name, no one knows your location. And you'll go after people's families. That's rich. You'll call people pedophiles and child molesters. That's rich. But you won't show your face because you're scared little bitches. You won't reveal your location and your name so that your law enforcement can be contacted. No, because you're scared little bitches. But you'll email people behind the scenes to try to get them to stab you in the back. Hey, stupid ass, I got your fucking emails right here. That's going to be the next thing posted. And Kathy is already aware of your scheme. And Jinx, You think it's so funny, right? You must have forgotten that I screenshot every word you ever said to me. Son of Carmel, Indiana police commissioner. You want it? See, I saved the emails that I sent to Doug Carter. I can show them with the timestamps. Okay, except for then I didn't realize Doug Carter was a crooked piece of shit. You see, you guys are opening up a can of worms that you don't want exposed because I will make it my mission to never stop talking about you. And Baldwin and Jennifer, you better put your big fucking boy pants on and stand up like a man. Because I'm tired of waiting on you too. I will burn down this entire community in the next year with 1,000 fucking hours of exposing every single one of you. So if you want the next 1,000 hours to be solely focused on all of you, keep going. You crossed the line. Why are you concerned with my family members? What do they have to do with what I do right here? Absolutely nothing. You shouldn't even know their fucking names. And you want to talk about my dead brother? You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about? Oh, you'll get learned. Because none of you are actual journalists. You actually don't research the story. You just dig for dirt and try to use it to smear. And you will suffer. My innocent, non dope fiend brother, who is like none of you, meth heads, he did not deserve to be murdered. But you think it's funny. And you think you know what you're talking about. Why are you concerned with my fucking 5-year-old? It's none of your business. Why are you stalking my father's Facebook account from 10 fucking years ago like that has anything to do with the things that I talk about today? Why are you concerned about Adrian? If she's crazy, if she's not important, if she doesn't know what she's talking about, why are you trying to threaten her off the case? Why do you have to make Alex Voorhees a fucking criminal mastermind of anything? Dude, he's the mastermind of fucking tying his shoes and fucking with his keyboards. But yeah, sure. He's a criminal mastermind. Alex couldn't even fucking scam on fucking eBay successfully. What makes you think he's going to pull the strings and control the entire behind the scenes narrative? Look, I think we have a very fucking clear idea who's intelligent enough and fucking evil enough to do that. And it's you motherfuckers. It's not Alex Voorhees or the prof or Adrian. But I notice that everything you do has zero to do with the things that I'm talking about. Zero. And that's what's telling. Because you can't fight what I'm talking about. Genius. You want to go back 2 fucking years to my first handful of shows and find me saying something that doesn't add up these days? Oh, sure. Of course. I'm sure you've never made a mistake or said anything wrong. Sure. Ever. Yeah. Let me document 1,500 hours of you speaking and find everything unimpeachable. So yeah, I'm sure no one in the fucking world cares that you go back and find a clip from my fucking second show that has me saying some phrase that you don't like. People are smarter than that. People are smarter. This is a thing that you underestimate the intelligence of the audience, but I don't. That's why I'm successful and you're a piece of shit. That's why I'm sitting here with followers and you got 30. Because people know when they're being addressed respectfully. You all can never change that. And you can terrorize everybody you want. You can terrorize me. You can terrorize my kid. You can terrorize Adrian. You can terrorize Alex and every fucking else you want. You will never succeed in what you're trying to do. My audience already knows. Okay? I assume their intelligence, not their stupidity. So they can clearly see exactly the things you're doing. Okay? You want to criticize somebody? Criticize me. Criticize the things that I'm saying. And Angela, you're going to sit back and act like your besties aren't terrorizing me on Twitter? Really? You're going to act like your besties are not in all the troll channels having a party right now? Don't say my name. I'm just a girl existing on the internet. Mm-hmm. Michael Mushmouth Osbrook, I hold you responsible for everything that's happening on Twitter because you started it. So yeah, guys, yeah. Mm-hmm. Beautiful fucking concept. Beautiful concept. Run our mouths and do trolling on Twitter and go join the Troll Forum 1.0 and make it very fucking obvious that what Prof's saying and Adrian's and Alex is saying is true, that there's one fucking uniparty and you all are part of it. Thank you for proving our point. But your butt hurt because the show I did Friday was really fucking damning for you all. Like I said, fuck all of you. Phoenix, fuck you. Phoenix, I said, tell them to stop the shit. And your response, I'm not even in a Discord with any of them. Bitch, you got Twitter. You're in all of their Twitters. Send a fucking DM. Leave a comment. Royal We, I know who you are. Do you want some? Because we can play these games all fucking day long. We can go back and forth with the fucking escalating and the kitty games. I'll make it hurt. Like I said, you have 12 hours. It all gets deleted. You stop escalating. And if you want to keep escalating, I'll escalate. But I'm going to escalate in a way you've never imagined. And I know all about Mike Thomas. See, but you don't realize I'm working a long-term strategy. You don't even know what I have yet. And I don't know why you haven't learned your lesson. Haven't you learned that every time you underestimate and I throw something in your face that stings really bad and you still want to keep underestimating? Who else on the entire internet knew that it was you all? Who else on the entire internet threw the contract in your fucking faces? Who else on the internet knew all of your trolls' identities 2 years ago? Nobody. Don't you realize that I already know things that you don't know that I know? For instance, I know, Tyler, that you plan to board a plane with three other individuals. You were purchasing tickets to come over here and physically assault me. And I know how that plan got short-ended. And it's been reported to the police. There are things that I know that you don't know I know. There's a certain non-cop, pretend cop, LARPing fucking cop who belongs to a biker club who doesn't think that I know the shit that he pulled and his affiliations. And you don't think that I understand that that biker club runs from Florida down up on all the way up to fucking Indiana. You don't think that I know that that club runs all the way to Indiana, all the way to fucking Arizona. Like I said, you can start your shit and continue it, and I will go on a 1,000-hour campaign to expose every single fucking one of you. First name, last name, location, affiliations, family members, past crimes, associations, who hired you. Or you can de-escalate. And this is your line in the sand. I've been nice. I've tried to focus on the case. I've tried to focus on the court paperwork. I've tried to focus on everything important. You want to focus on my family? You want to focus on terrifying Adrian? I'll focus on you. So it's your choice. Forest for the trees, you're the forest. We now know that the Delphi murders is the biggest cover up in anything we've ever witnessed since the advent of the internet. You've never seen a cover up of these proportions. Troll Farm 1.0, Troll Farm 2.0, corrupt judges, corrupt cops, corrupt prosecutor, plural. A whole community covering up the murders of two of their daughters. So, of course, it's going to be people on the internet who we already know who are part of the fucking problem. It wouldn't be anyone that we don't know. I mean, goddamn, everyone covering Delphi, we already know. So it's going to be some of the ones we already know. It's going to be some Richard Allen's guiltiers. It's going to be some Richard Allen's innocents. I've asked every fucking single one of you to de-escalate, to knock the shit off and come clean and tell the truth and let's put it behind us. No, you can't do it. You want to escalate? See, the reason you're targeting us is because we've seen the forest for the trees and we're talking about it. And you don't want this mentioned. Too late. Too late. It's been mentioned. So you can deal with it the way that you want to deal with it. It's been too long that we've sat here and taken the abuse, the disinformation, the manipulation. You created a monster. I'm no longer willing to compromise with any of you. Today, that time has come to an end. So I'm literally telling you, it stops or we escalate. Now, see, here's the thing, dumbasses. There's years to go with Delphi. I don't mind taking one of those years to expose each and every one of you. Plus, I'm ready to talk about Karen Reed. I'm ready to talk about Brian Kohlberger. I'm ready to talk about other cases. You will become things of the past. So I could literally relegate my Delphi energies into solely exposing the narrative controllers and the terrorist, which is what's going to happen. If tomorrow I wake up and it's not a new playing field. One more video, one more live, one more post. Tomorrow morning. And we'll be entering a whole new phase of the Delphi coverage on the Prof channel. So, let's be honest here. No one will ever fucking care about what my son did to what, who, how, blah, blah. He's been fucking sentenced and he's dealing with his life. No one will ever care about my fucking father and what blah, 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 because he's living his life. No one will ever care about my kids because they're living their lives. But you know what? They will fucking care about you. So, like I said, we have an option. We go back to talking about the case, or we continue talking about each other for another fucking 1,000 hours, which I'd be glad to do. And this goes to you, Kimberly, and Susie, and Melanie. All of you. You better do some hard thinking tonight, soul searching. You see, when Noe and I were figuring out all of your identities, I kept it secret. I got your background checks. I did all my deep research to figure out who was terrorizing me, handed it all off to the police, and now it's in the police hands, and it's in my hands. Do you really need it broadcast on a YouTube channel with 7,000 fucking followers? You should be concerned enough that law enforcement is holding it. Like I said, well, let's go back to it. Let's go back to it. If FBI is responding to a FOIA with the citing this particular verbiage, records, sorry, I goofed. We will withhold records or information for law enforcement purposes to the extent that the production of those records could reasonably be expected to interfere with law enforcement proceedings, dumbasses. There's only one way to interpret that. The FBI claims they won't hand over the FOIA documents on Abby and Libby because of this particular subsection, 7A. That handing over records of Libby and Abby could reasonably be expected to interfere with law enforcement proceedings of the FBI. This is the FBI citing this. Enforcement proceedings of the FBI. Do you not see that fucking subsection? Do I need to let me put this? Let me put this up. I'll do this. I'll do you a solid in case you want to screenshot it. So I did not intend to do a geez. I'm going to put this there. I did not intend to do a screen share tonight. Okay. But again, when this is referenced, that they will not hand it over because it could be expected to interfere with enforcement proceedings, right? Did you not see that? And I'll give you this because I'm nice. This is the Joe Schmo. After carefully considering your appeal, middle paragraph, I am affirming FBI's action. Okay. The FBI properly withheld the information because it is protected from disclosure under FOIA pursuant to 5 U.S. Code 552B7A, which is what you just read. Again, B7A. You see it? Oh, Prof, maybe they made a mistake. Sure. Maybe they made a mistake citing a specific subsection and letter. Maybe they didn't. Anyhow, I don't mean to belabor the point. I'm telling you, I'm not fucking around anymore. You're going too far. No one cares about my family. What I do here has nothing to do with my family. Leave my family out of it. That goes to you, Trollform 1.0, and that goes to you, Trollform 2.0. And if you think I'm fucking around, try me. Right. Whew. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I just appreciate you being here. I'm going to take a sip of my refreshment and address the chat because I'm tired of lecturing. First, let me say thank you to our amazing super chatters here. Okay, so look, Jennifer Hoff says, we love you, Prof. Thank you, Jennifer. I love you for being here. Do you have a wrench yet? Prof. Be a giftin'. So let's do the wrench. Let's do the wrench for Jennifer. Let me find her. Prof. Be a wrenchin'. What's up, Jennifer? Say hi in the chat so I can wrench you up. And we got Ninja Warrior Assassin with $20 soup. Thank you for being too sweet. That's sweet, Ninja, and we're praying that you feel better. Everyone, Ninja Warrior Assassin is going through some medical issues. Please pray for her. Dennis McKean, what's up, Dennis? Dennis, thank you for the super chat. Mark Ellis, thank you so much for the amazing super chat. Keep doing a good job. You too, you too, sir. Thank you, Mark. Jennifer's gone, maybe? Maybe she's gone. Maybe she'll come back. I'll find her. Okay, so thank you, Mark Ellis. And let's see, who else is in here saying something? Elizabeth. It only takes one tree to make a box of matches, but it only takes one match to burn down a whole forest. Play with fire and you're going to get burnt. I'm having big time feelings right now. Okay. Congrats, Jennifer. Aaron Town is giving a multicolored rainbow of round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Diana. Yes, I believe so. I believe so. All right. Okay. Hey, what's up, Mr. Lowlight Recovery? Thank you. enforcemental. I have Apophis. Welcome in. Let's see. Well, I see nothing but an eye, but welcome to your eye. Okay. All right. And Keith Kellogg, I am a little upset. I am annoyed by terrifying Adrian. It's pissing me off. All right. I sincerely hope that folks aren't handling or handing their information over to that fraudulent website that is pretending to be part of the defense of Richard Allen. It is not. Okay. Richard Allen is currently in the hands of appellate attorneys Stacy Uliana and Mark Lehman. Please provide anything of substance to Stacy Uliana and Mark Lehman solely and only. We are chasing monsters. Why trust Big Mouse? Yeah, like I said, you call off the dogs or I'll deal with you. Okay. What's up, Carol? Hey, Carol's coming in. What's up, Carol? All right, what else are we dealing with here? We got Heavy Metal Rehab came in. I just lost her again. What's up, Heavy Metal Rehab? There you are. Heavy Metal Rehab. All right, we got Skinny. Shouldn't their investigation be wrapped up? I mean, they got their monster right. No. I don't believe law enforcement or FBI got their monster. Let's find our monster. Or monsters, plural. All right. Okay. Hey, Mandy, I appreciate you. Okay, lecture's over, so now it's just chat time. I'm done yelling at the screen. I'm trying to relax. All right. What's up, Deanna? Hey, Deanna. And hey, Biam. Hey, Hiawatha. Well, that's my point, Hiawatha. Why am I not allowed to sit here and just do a stupid YouTube channel talking to the people who want to come watch me? I like my chat. I want to talk to my chat. Can't people just do a talk with their chat without having to bring their children and their fucking parents into it? And calling them a pedophile? Sure. Now, let me be honest here. As I said to someone before, I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to give you. I'm not going to give the idiots anything. All right. Hey, 26 Dead Zombies. Thank you for the super chat. 26 Dead Zombies, thank you for what you do. Did someone named Monkey Lady come in? Everyone's saying hi to Monkey Lady, but I don't see Monkey Lady. Oh, there she is. Monkey Lady. All right. Oh, have you seen that? Thank you. Yeah, you'll be seeing more, like I said, if 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, it's not totally deleted and does not completely stop, you'll be seeing a lot after 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Love all you people. You're the best, and that ain't no shit. Thank you. Don't forget Prof's Tiny channel. Yeah, we probably got a few people lurking in the Tiny channel. Actually, let me go babysit over there, see who's over there before I continue. Okay. Tiny channel. Tiny channel. Baby channel. Baby channel has 11 watching. Okay. 11 people stranded on the desert island. Crystal Blue Persuasion. Hey, that's kind of cute. Crystal Blue, you're lost. Come to join the come join the big chat. Okay. God bless you, Mark. God bless you, Mark. Couldn't hear for some reason. Turn it up. I watch all the time. First time replying. Busy tonight. Well, thank you, Lily. Thank you for choosing to let us know who you are. We appreciate it. Okay. Okay. Hey, Lily. All right. And Pug. What's up, Pug? I would expect incoming panhandling emails if you entered your information into that website. Was that? I think that was the original intention. Okay, they needed 5,000 emails because they were going to do several rounds of fundraising. Let's be honest here. Okay, let's be honest. They were going to do multiple rounds of fundraising, which Kathy Allen is not okay with, allegedly. They were planning on several rounds of fundraising, hence, let's get the emails. That's why they collected 5,000 emails. And that's why they're pissed that I pulled the rug out from under the fucking scam. Okay, sorry. Allegedly. All right. Well, y'all don't worry. Adrian is basically she's getting her mental space. But when we tell you what they did, all of your heads are going to explode with anger. I'm telling you. Thank you, David. Thank you, Shelly. What's up, Shelly? What's up, Keith Kellogg? I have no idea what the fighting is about. I know Prof is on the right side, Rick and Kathy, period. At this point. Okay. Okay. The baby channel. Yeah, that's the bottom line. This is why they're all upset because I'm years ahead of them. Listen, I'm at least 2 months ahead of them. Remember, today is the 2 month anniversary of the March 12th video drop. And some of you may not realize this. Okay, some of you don't realize this. I'm going to go back and read an excerpt for you. This excerpt is from Carol Weinecke meeting Andy Kopsa. Okay. So Carol Weinecke and Andy Kopsa. I need to read this to you because you might not fucking understand how deliberate this rollout was. And since they want to fuck with me, I might as well just go into this. I didn't plan on it, but since it's okay to go after my family and Adrian, all right, let's see if I can pull it up. Here's a little excerpt. I might even share this with the screen. Shit, why not? Let's see. Hmm. I'll just read it. So the notice of appeal, okay, this is March 12th. Think hard. Notice of appeal, March 12th. When was the BG video released? March 12th. So you think you guys need to put your thinking caps on. Here, let's do it. March 12th. So the notice of appeal was posted this afternoon, etc., etc. So what do I mean? What am I hitting at? Every single thing was immaculately deliberate, intentionally deliberate. March 12th. Why was it March 12th, Prof? Well, I just read to you why. Because March 12th afternoon, the notice of appeal was posted. That's the switch. When that switch was hit, they leaked the video. Which means we're at the 2-month anniversary, still not having the truth told. But what do? They let the wolves, they send out the dogs to attack using the family, using shaming, using death threats. Is that right? So, Kara, are we to assume that you approve of that? Michael Osbrook, are we to assume that you approve of that? Do you condone the threats, the death threats, the harassment, the intimidation, and the doxing that people have done in your favor? Now that we're at the 2-month mark, it's still not a shred of truth about the entire debacle? All right. What else we have? What's up, Digital? Welcome in, Digital. Okay. What's up, Shelly? Nothing's wrong. I'm getting over it. I'm still looking for Jennifer. Oh, there she is. There you go. Thank you, Jennifer. Okay. Look, I found Jennifer. Okay. I'm already pissed, counting the minutes down. I'm already angry. Okay. I had to feed my kids. Okay. All right. What's up, Digital? Yeah, that's what I'm pissed about, 5 Green Acres. Why don't the cops take the threats seriously? Why don't the FBI take the threats seriously? Why hasn't anyone done anything, but they're letting us all be terrorized? Okay. All right, Diana. What's up, Diana? I see you came in. Plain Iron, what's up? I see you came in. Miss Pie Crust, what's up? I see you came in. Dieter, hey Dieter. It's interesting that they seem to believe you don't have everything documented besides YouTube. Something happened to you. Yes. Here's how stupid they are. They don't realize, first of all, I have my entire, okay, message for the trolls. Dumbasses. I have my entire YouTube channel backed up. Every single video is backed up. Not only that, I have a dead man switch. What is a dead man switch, Prof? There's someone who I share a Google Drive with that has absolutely everything I have. Okay, that's for the dummies. Okay. All right, let's see. Looks like they want to learn the hard way. The only way to never get mixed up with exploiters is to always choose the more demanding way. That does not harm anyone. My friend says something similar to me today. He said, want what's hard. Want what's hard. Thank you, Lowlight. I'll let her know. I'll let her know. Want what's hard. And he said, when things get hard, remind yourself that you asked for what's hard. Now Jennifer can put silenced on timeout. Good one. Good one. All right. All right. All right. Mike Fitzpatrick, welcome. I agree. Let's take a pause and talk about something else actually relevant. Cameras should be mandatory in every single courtroom all the time. Well, that's fine too, Katie. That's fine. Listen, if that's what they're going to do, they will experience what's coming. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Email it to me, Katie. Email it. All right. Yeah, we're going to talk about Delphi some more. Just a minute. Okay. Silence says, I just felt terrible after blocking you on accident, Jenny. Artists, don't do that. Stop. Thank you, artists. Don't do that. Super chat. I don't need chocolate. Just give me likes. Likes. All right. Okay. Oh, interesting concept. Yeah. Thank you, Stephanie. Police have to wear cameras. So should the courthouse. Why don't judges wear cameras? Yeah, exactly. No, Katie, I'm not going look. I don't know where to fucking look. Come on, Katie. Don't be a tease. Go away. Okay. You just trying to come distract me or something? All right. If judges like Go can just say no, it makes it too easy. A lot of stolen valor. Thank you, Nicole. I'm interested that your husband watches. It's kind of funny and cute that husband and wife watching. I have to start talking nicer and saying better words. I have people watching with kids, husbands, wives, kids. Come on, I got to do better. All right, so listen, this is about all I had to say tonight. Really, truly. That's all I had to say. I could show you lots of things. I don't want to show you. I don't want to go through all this presentation. It's not my goal tonight. But I'm telling you what, I'm not goofing around. Okay, I'm not goofing around here. Uh, I'm telling you now, come tomorrow, you will see an entirely different channel if the bullshit doesn't stop. And that's a promise. So again, this is a warning to Angela Sadlowski, Luke Nicholas, Michael Osbrook, Troll Farm 1.0, Troll Farm 2.0. You want to keep pushing? You want to keep pushing? Keep pushing. You can keep escalating, and I will escalate. And not in the way that you think. And some of you probably should be concerned about law enforcement. I'm not joking. Thank you, Mark. I know you support me 200%. I appreciate you all who support me 200%. But like I said, tomorrow you'll see a new channel. You will see a new channel. If it continues, I'm going to decide to become mean. And remember, I've been nice. I've kept it professional. I've been low key. I haven't weaponized the platform. I will. Mino, email me. Will you email me, Mino Dino? Okay. True crime isn't safe in a case like Delphi because it's full of plants. Listen, what is a plant? What is a plant? What is a plant? What is a plant? True crime is not a safe place. In Delphi, it's a dangerous place because it's full of plants. It's planted out of the ass. It's plants everywhere. And you know what they do? When you first come in, they surround you like a virus. They just. All right. King Prof up in the house, and it's about to be Dark Prince. I'll turn into Batman over here because I'm not having it. Hey, I gave someone an ultimatum to pass on to Baldwin and Rozzy today, and Jennifer Auger. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not kidding. We're about 24 hours away. I'm about to do a pivot on this case that none of you can imagine. This bullshit got to end. But let me give you guys the game plan. Okay, let me give you guys the game plan that these motherfuckers are doing. Okay. Like I said at the beginning, I'll go back over it because I know so many people need to hear things 5 times. So what they do, okay, so they go and they do a background check and find my entire family. Then they go and stalk my fucking entire family's social media history and internet history. And they say, oh, let's see what we could find on the prof's family. Okay. So then they come on in. They'll come on in. And they say, look what the prof's uncle did. Look what the prof's brother did. Look what the prof's son did. Look what the prof's dad did. You notice something funny? It's never, look at what the prof did. It's like Rick Snay. His daughter this, his son this, his daughter this. All right. Then oh, look, it's Prof. It's a picture from 20 years ago. Oh, let's post a picture of Prof from 20 years ago and make him look bad. Oh, it's Prof. It's something he said 2 years ago. Let's post something he said 2 years ago as if it's relevant now. Let's turn the community against Prof. Let's find shit from 5 years ago that can make Prof and his son and his dad and his mom and his sister and his brother look bad. Oh, Prof said this when Richard Allen was arrested because Ruckus fucking Cox was feeding him false information. Or Holly fucking Lowry was lying to him. He said that then when they fed him those lies as if it was legit, and they said it came directly from law enforcement because they talked to an investigator on the case. Oh, well, Prof is discredited now. He's certainly nothing he says now matters at all because we posted something at Ruckus Rocks and Holly Lowry fed him fucking 2 years ago. You had the opportunity to de-escalate. And you still have the opportunity to de-escalate. And by the morning, I will fuck your asses up. I'm very well aware of what all of you are doing. And you're letting the wolves come after people. You had the opportunity to call off the dogs like I asked. So, mention my family one more fucking time. Do another thing to Adrian. When I said I'll burn this motherfucker down, I will burn this fucking channel down for your asses. All because you don't like the fact that I uncovered the controlled opposition. You see, this is what this all comes down to. This is not about a contract. It's not. This is not about a BG video being released, leaking discovery on the internet. This is not what that's about. This is about an entire PR operation, an umbrella, a forest. And where did Abby and Libby end up found? Do you know how the troll farm built their numbers? Do you want to know how they recruited people? I'll tell you now. They told people that there were two ladies. Yes, Tony Klein's ex-wife and her best friend that were going to be murdered if they didn't come on the internet and terrorize the entire Delphi community. Mm-hmm. I got the receipts. You want to play with fire, motherfuckers? I'll say their names. RNS. Oh, RNS. Oh, RNS. Who is R? Who is S? Well, don't make me say it. You see, you guys fucked up. You had a mole and you didn't realize it. Oh, but you want to come after me because I talk about Becky Patty. Let's talk about some other shit. Should I tell which usernames those ladies use? Should I also talk about how the cops were protecting them and the troll farm? Does this mean the cops and the troll farm are one and the same, working with each other? Oh, it sure does, doesn't it? And it all goes back to RNS. I mean, if we're going to have a fucking tell-all moment, we might just have to have that. Or maybe we need to talk about Angela's LinkedIn. Do we? And how's Mike Thomas tie into all of this? Huh? How many dead guys you got in your camp now? Captain Howdy? Amanda? Kyle? What's that guy's name? I'll leave it. I'll leave it. And you know, in doing these background checks, we figured out who was related to who. You know, the internet has not figured that out yet, but do you want me to be the one to come and run my mouth and tell it? And listen, there is literally nothing you can do. Literally nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. Everything you've done has already been done before. No one gives a fuck about any of the shit you're trying to bring to the table. Some of you should probably be concerned about what has already been documented and submitted to your local law enforcement. You really should, especially if you live in an area where the local law enforcement is extremely rigorous in their censorship on the internet. So you want to do a terrorizing campaign? Mm-hmm. Well, that's interesting. That's interesting because it's all been documented, and you're wrong, and no one gives a fuck what you're trying to do. I mean, listen, whatever you think you're getting to Kathy to try to turn her against me, man, you guys are fucking retards, dude. It's like your kids playing around adults. Come on, man. Your kids. But here's the deal. I already have one show lined up that's going to be pretty painful. Okay, I just give that's not changing whatsoever. The next show is going to be pretty painful, and I'm not going to not do it. But then after that, you have a choice. So you have a choice. You have a choice about how this is going to end up. So escalate or not, up to you. I'll go there with you, and I'll go one step further. And that's where we are. That's where we are. Cheers. Hey, let's party. Let's bring it to the next level. I'm there. I'm down. I'm down. Because see, this whole game you've been trying to play, look, turn everybody against me in my inner circle. Listen, that was never going to work. That was never going to work. So you messed that one up. Okay. That's a failed strategy. So what else are you going to do? What else are you going to do? My circle is tight. My circle is solid. Oh, let's see. How many we got in here now? 285 watching. Okay. We probably got 35 or more in the chat who ain't going nowhere. They won't give up. They won't be convinced otherwise. So what are you going to do? You need a new strategy. And listen, we got receipts in regards to Telegram and the crime scene photos. Okay. In regards to Telegram and the crime scene photos, we have receipts. Do you really want to fuck around with me? Troll Farm. Troll Farm, it's a serious question. We got receipts in regards to Telegram and the crime scene photos in Discord. Do you really want to fuck around with me any further? Or you just want to knock the shit off? You might have hid it from Jerry Holman, or he might have helped you hide it, but you ain't hide it from the moles. Okay? You tried to blame it on Snake. You tried to blame it on me. You tried to blame it on Julie Melvin. You tried to blame it on others. Murder Sheet? No, we know who it was. And we got receipts, and it was Telegram, and it was you motherfuckers. So are we playing hardball? Or are we just gonna say it's enough? We'll just rather like let it die. Let it cool off. Let things cool off a while. No, Katie, I'm not talking about people now who have the crime scene photos. I'm talking about the genesis, the beginning. See, this is what they did. They okay. I'll give you this much, since you motherfuckers want to fuck with me. They did a disinformation campaign. They started this thing intentionally. There was a mass leak in it. There was a mass email. There was never a mass email. There was a mass telegram. Okay? So say you're putting hits out on people. You're doing mass crime scene photo leaks on Telegram. We're doing money transactions. We're doing road trips. Do I really need to tell the whole story, or can Troll Farm just shut the fuck up? Okay. And as far as Osbrook and Mean Girls, you have the same problem here. You have the same problem here. You can either sacrifice all yourselves in Baldwin and Auger, or you can just do what's right. How far you want to take it? You're going to keep escalating? You're going to let Luke and HCC fuck things up for you? Another thing, dumbasses, I have everything going back 2 years. Every text message, every voicemail, every Discord message, everything in the Discords. I got multiple moles who defected and sent me everything. I have evidence of the hacking. I have evidence of the stalking in Delphi. So if we want to play big man games, no, I'm not, Professor Pug. You're only 2 years behind. You got to catch up with what the fuck I'm talking about. Let me be a little extra nasty too. Uh, you see, the problem here, you guys, is I know a couple people who have seen Discovery with their own two eyes and who have photographic memories and notebooks. So there's that. There's also that. So listen, the problem here, ladies and gentlemen, what you're looking at, okay, what you're looking at here, you're looking at an individual who solely decided to sit on YouTube and talk about a case with his viewers. Should be simple as that, right? But no, what you're looking at is someone who's sitting here on YouTube with his viewers who've been attacked by both sides of the aisle viciously with death threats, with doxing, with intimidation, with shaming, with bringing up family members. Cancel, an attempt to cancel from the Richard Allen is guilty crowd, Troll Farm 1.0, and from the exact same contingent, but who happens to be the Richard Allen is totally innocent crowd, Troll Farm 2.0. The Ruckus Rocks, the Angela Sedlowskis, the Tommy Frost, the Michael Losbrooks, the Jinx 13s, the Shaboogie Boogers, right? The Bossies, the Jetties, the MRCs, the HCCs, the meth heads, the educated bunch. Okay? What you're seeing is a unified front trying to take down a single individual for speaking his opinion and making community posts on the YouTubes. Okay? Deb's True Crime Notebook thinks she doesn't know about her I don't know about her relations. Laura thinks that I do not have what I have in all my archives that she was behind. Angela has forgotten that I have what I have. Osbrook doesn't think that I know who he answers to. You see, the fact that all of you collectively would employ the same techniques, the same energy, go after the same things, try your hardest to do what you do, proves only one thing and one thing only, and that is there is the largest PR campaign in internet history based on this case, controlling this case, going back 7+ years, and the receipts exist, and you're about to start finding out about them. And if you think I'm not talking about seeing this forest for the trees, you will find out. We're going to talk about Delphi docs. We're going to talk about the Reddit mods. We're going to talk about how some of the Rick Allen is innocence is fucking some of the Rick Allens are guilties. You'd never think that, would you? And it's funny, the commonality they all have. Uh, don't talk about the family. Don't talk about the other POIs. Don't talk about the family. Don't talk about the other POIs. So if you're all working for the state and the state has you all saying, don't talk about the family, don't talk about the other POIs, uh, doesn't matter if you're saying Rick Allen is guilty, Rick Allen is innocent, Rick Allen is guilty, Rick Allen is Rick Allen is a sacrificial lamb here. Guilty, innocent don't matter. Guilty, innocent don't matter. So Voorhees says, right? Guilty, innocent don't matter. Well, what matters then? Don't talk about the family. Don't talk about the other POIs. Don't do side by sides. Don't mention POIs. Don't mention a family. Don't imply in any way that they had anything to do with this or any kind of deceitfulness or anything. You see, a lot of these people, they ensured that they protected their identity before they stepped onto this social media. In other words, this is what they did. They wiped their background checks. They paid for the service that monthly wipes your background checks. They established completely anonymous identities by getting the double layer VPNs, establishing new Google accounts, establishing new YouTube accounts, new Reddit accounts, new Facebook accounts, new Twitter accounts, everything fucking completely anonymous, hidden behind false identities. And this goes back years. And then they came into the case and they got all the wrenches. You understand? They became all the mods on Reddit. They became all the mods in the Facebook groups. They created YouTube channels. They featured each other's YouTube channels exclusively. They went into Twitter and worked for years to build a substantial Twitter following. They always chose a certain couple figureheads to show their faces and be the public figureheads. And everybody else was behind anonymous accounts. And it continues to this day. And listen, if I was lying, why would you see the people in the chat who would have reason to know agreeing with me? Let's be honest here. I got hackers in the chat. I got private investigators in the chat. I have law enforcement officers in the chat. I have Delphi residents in the chat. Everything in this live chat below. Do you see them disagreeing? Do you see the people who've held discovery in their own two hands disagreeing down in that chat? Do you see the locals disagreeing in that chat? The LEOs disagreeing in that chat? The state of Indiana is performing a berry job on the Delphi murders, utilizing all the social media creators, the judicial system, the law enforcement system, and the family members. They're free to terrorize, dox, harass, threaten, do whatever the fuck they want. As long as they keep the speech limited to everything except the family and the original POIs. You can take that to the bank. That's why, since the moment I stepped foot on this platform and I mentioned the original POIs and the family, that's why I've been threatened, harassed, stalked, doxxed, and terrified for 2 fucking years. And I'm fucking done with it. And if you motherfuckers continue for one more day, I'm going into burn it all down mode. You've been warned. Now let's say this, Shelly, Melissa, Robin, Stephanie, Maritza, Robert, George, Daniel. Should I continue? Every single one of you. Courtney, Karen, Christopher. Should I continue? See, what you haven't acknowledged is that I've left your names out of my fucking mouth. Do you want my name in your mouth every day? Let's be honest here. There's about 20 of you who haven't even named. You don't want it, man. Best thing you could do is de-escalate and go back to doing the annoying shit you do. We can coexist. Okay, let's say it this way. For all you idiots who don't seem to realize, we can coexist. You know, germs are pretty much ubiquitous with the human condition, right? Actually, we could not function without germs. There's somewhat of a symbiotic relationship, right? It's just when they fester, when they explode in activity, and they become a cesspool of toxic excretions and consuming vital life energies, that they become a problem. And you motherfuckers, you are germs. You excrete toxicity. You consume vital life energies. I would suggest you de-escalate. You stay in your lane. You go back to what's important. And you take the focus off of me and Adrian, Noe, Rick Snay, Alex Voorhees, and whoever else you try to terrify. Luke, Rick was talking about Angela. Wake up, bro. So I shouldn't have another fucking problem. And if there is another problem, this channel will be permanently changing its strategy regarding the Delphi case. Um, I'm not even going to give you any further warnings. I'll let that rest. Anyway, so I'm sorry for all my viewers who had to put up with 2 hours. Of this. This was not for you. This was not for my viewers. This was for the people who don't seem to understand because they have thick skulls that there are consequences for their actions. So this is a good warning. And I've said all I had to say. I think it would be really fucking stupid to not take me seriously. Like I said, the next community post, it's going up regardless. The next live stream, it's going up regardless. It's what happens after that that you really have to be concerned about. And mark my word, I will mention your names every single day from here on out if you don't stop. And I'm not bluffing. This channel will become about that. Your call. All right. So anyway, thanks to my members. I just love everybody in the chat, but also want to special shout out to the members because Amy just posted this. Okay. So like here we got Mino, Dino, Christine, Dieter, Amy, Cromley, Lisa, Spike Dog, Five Green Acres, Avontown, Carla Ann. We got Silenced. Whole bunch of members in here. So I just want to shout out to the members for doing the little monthly membership. I'm just glad to have your little star icons by you. Okay, appreciate your memberships. Also, everyone who has sent the super chats, I appreciate you so much for doing that. And that be Jennifer, Ninja Warrior Assassin, Dennis McKean, Mark Ellis, 26 Dead Zombies, artist formerly known, and Miss Tammy Martin. I think I've missed this one. Welcome, Tammy Martin, and thank you, Tammy. I'm glad I didn't miss it. So thank you, Tammy. So what are you saying, Prof? Well, I'm saying there's an umbrella. There's an umbrella of narrative control around this Delphi murders case, which is unusual. It's not seen hardly anywhere else. It's the first in the history of the internet. What you call trolls, who you call 2/3 of the YouTube creators, they're not trolls and they're not YouTube creators. They are the number one thing about this case. And sorry. And these fucking idiots are so stupid. They always use quotes that are inflammatory by nature to clip when they like clipping me. and putting them on their stupid little fucking stealing my content channels with little clips. So let me give them another clip. You're going to love this one. This case is no longer about Abby and Libby. It's not. There's something much more alarming about this case. Far more alarming than the mere murder of two little kids. And that is an entire comprehensive multi-level strategy campaign of complete dominant control of the PR narrative around the Delphi murders. This is so much more alarming than the mere murder of two kids that you've got to sit back and question, what on earth could be so huge that it would engender this type of operation? So clip it. Clip it. He doesn't care about Richard Allen. Oh, he doesn't care about Abby and Libby. No, I do, but I care about you motherfuckers more than anything because you're the elephant in the room. You're the red flag. You're the forest for the trees. And you've been identified. And you see, you underestimate the intelligence of your audiences. I don't. So you might think it's just one person sitting here, but at this very moment, there's 276 watching. I would bet at least 70-80% of them understand every fucking word that I'm saying. Which is 200 more than this one sitting here. Remember, Alex calls it the uniparty. I call it the Troll Farm and the Mean Girls, or the Troll Farm 1.0, Troll Farm 2.0. Adrian calls it the cover up. Some people call them bad actors, nefarious actors. We're all talking about the same thing. But here's my call out. Channel members who are good hackers. Call me, babe. That means email, prof. Channel members who are good at Facebook deep dives. Call me, babe. That means email me. Channel members who have access to all of the legal filings for the feds. Call me, babe. Email me. Channel members who got screenshots of the due process gang, of the troll farm, of the rejects. Call me, babe. See, I'm putting a call out for whistleblowers. theprofcontact@gmail.com. I've already got about 19, 20. I got about 19 or 20 people who work for me in their various specialties. We need some more. We need some more because we are done fucking playing softball with you motherfuckers. You crossed the line the past 36 hours. Like I said, you can de escalate or you can continue to escalate, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, good luck. You guys will not be seeing Adrian for a while. She's been advised not to speak by the local law enforcement. Which means somebody's in trouble. Do you realize that she had security cameras? Mm-hmm. Somebody's in trouble. Also, the internet is forever, which means if you happen to do anything via your cell phone, your computer, or your email, you're also in trouble. So, fair warning, not only have I saved everything you ever done to me and archived it and forwarded it to my detective, it's also forensically manageable when the time comes. I said to someone the other day, I've had an open case for 2 years now. So if you happen to be added to that 2-year open investigation, don't be mad at me when it comes to bite you in the ass. I'm expecting that a whole bunch of motherfuckers are going to get found with terrorism utilizing the internet. So you want to be one of them? Keep your shit up. All right. Enough of that. I'm just sorry this was a necessary evil to have to sit here and have this discussion. I did not want to put my channel through it, but sometimes you got to say what you got to say. But one thing's for certain, you all have proved my point, and I have not even shown it to my viewers yet. You have proved my point that there is a uniparty, that there are two sides or two wings of a bird. Remember that metaphor? Left wing, right wing, same bird, right? That's what we have in Delphi. Left wing, right wing, same bird. Try to discredit me all you want. You'll only discredit yourselves, and you've already have. I mean, I've already got enough receipts to prove the uniparty. Thank you, those of you who cross streams. You know what cross streams mean? When you find the mean girls hanging out in the troll farm, you understand what I'm saying? When you find the mean girls hanging out in the troll farm, kind of proves my point, doesn't it? Left wing, right wing, same bird. And no matter when you may be viewing this, the truth will be that this is when the forest for the trees was first thoroughly explained. This is the forest for the trees. And this is why the Delphi murders is an important case. It is the absolute number one important case in social media. It was a social media case from the beginning, and it's a social media case today. I think that before I leave, maybe I will dig up one thing to show you. Because I posted this before, but so much of what I post often goes right on over people's heads that I wonder. Let's see if I can find this for you. Before we go, let's see. Geez, I'm incapable of doing this. Let's see. Come on now. Oh, here it is. Okay, let's send it to the desktop. See, we're going to send to the desktop. And I'm going to make this quick because I want to get to my kid. There is something referred to as the farm. It's almost certainly located in that area between Delphi, Monticello, Logansport, and Kokomo. This is the nexus between law enforcement, judges, including in Lafayette, lawyers, including Lafayette, local goons who are CIs, confidential informants, thus compromised but willing to do one's bidding. Biker gangs and the drug game, definitely cartel related, but they definitely don't like to actually involve themselves with all those above mentioned elements. I know this because 5 years ago, when I was allegedly involved in that meth game, I was told by two independent sources about this farm. I don't know the connection to trafficking and whatnot. I was told by two independent sources that some biker gang connection is there, hence the shootout at a Lafayette bar between two biker gangs, one on the good side, one on the other. So that all sounds crazy, but it's not. Check into one of the girl's parents as a CI and owed money to one of those biker gangs. What happens when a CI snitches on the wrong people? And there are indeed rumors about a connection between one or more judges in Lafayette, the prosecutor in Lafayette, Patrick Harrington, et cetera, who uses meth and are active customers. Think about the history of these law enforcement and judicial elements in the history of the KKK. Maybe that has transformed into other criminal shit. I mean, we know the Kokomo's history. There is something called the Round Table, which includes judges and prosecutors. What the hell goes on there? Who knows? But there is a meth connection. This is likely not specific to Tippecanoe County, so Carroll, White, etc. might also be included or have their own. I suspect that on this farm, I don't think that part is literal. That meth is actually produced for policing purposes. Yes, I am serious. Otherwise, it's a meeting place that's secluded. Now, this is a local farmer meth dealer who decided to send me a tip. Some time ago. The farm. The nexus. So maybe when I came up with the term troll farm, I wasn't too off track. A nexus between law enforcement, judges, lawyers, local goons, CIs, biker gangs, and the drug game. The farm. Sounds like something might be worth protecting with a large contingent of online personalities. We know this. The troll farm has connections to these biker gangs and meth dealers and CIs and family members. Very apt that I termed this group the troll farm. And they stretch on down from Indiana to Florida, Florida on back to Indiana. As I mentioned, they recruited trolls using the stepmother of Keegan Klein and her best friend. Hopefully, we don't have to go any further. After all, I'm just a guy who sits on his YouTube channel alone, solely, and talks to my little viewers. Why can't we leave that alone? How am I hurting you talking to my viewers? You see, when you see someone being attacked by both sides using the exact same techniques simultaneously, you might ask yourself, damn, what is he saying? What are the odds? Hey, Mean Girls, question. Just because I asked, where'd the video come from? That's pretty odd, right, Mean Girls? That's pretty odd. I asked, where did the video come from? And you go to the extents that you've gone? And Troll Farm. Just because I said there's some kind of meth connection and possibly the families are not telling the entire truth, you've been going at me for 2 years, utilizing my children. Okay. And let's see. You both try to make me out to be a pedophile. That's interesting. Seems like law enforcement would be interested if that was true, right? And I would not be sitting here. You both try to make me out to be a woman hater, a woman doxer. Really? You both try to make me out to be a creep. Really? You both threaten me with my internet history. Really? Okay. Well, How about this? Let the chips fall where they may. Because I'll still be sitting here, I'll still be running my mouth, and you'll still be sitting there punching the screen. Now, you can have it the easy way, in which I don't mention your names or show any receipts. You can have it the hard way, in which I do mention your names and show the receipts. I just want to talk about the case, talk to my chat members, and talk about Karen Reed, and talk about Brian Kohlberger, and whatever other fucking cases I want to talk about. And let's be clear here. You wouldn't be upset about Adrian if she wasn't badass. This is what I'm pissed about. You wouldn't be upset about Adrian if she didn't have a powerful voice that was a threat to you. So we know what you're afraid of. So come on. Come on. Come on. Make your choice, but choose wisely. Choose wisely, because if you escalate, you can't go crying about what happens for the next 1,000 hours, the next 400 live streams. Like I said, I don't care if every single one of these viewers leaves this channel because I'm only talking about you every day. I don't care. Because if you can do it, I can do it. So you want me to play by your rules? Or should we just stay in our lanes? You choose. And that's my day. That's my day, okay? That's my show. That's all I got to say about that, as Forrest Gump said. This is the forest for the trees. And thank you for now proving to my viewership that there is a troll farm, and there is controlled opposition, and there is a narrative control PR campaign that's overarching the Delphi murders case, which exactly is what I've been saying for 2 years. Thank you for proving it for me. Now, you can go in peace, or we can continue, because I'm down for the fight. Anyway, I am so grateful to have all of you in the chat, despite all the dumbasses, because I look forward to seeing what they're going to do. I guarantee you they're going to go berserker. And let's be honest here. They're mad because I uncovered their true natures. And this is what they don't like. Because they were supposed to have, you see, there were supposed to be two kind of masks in this community. There was supposed to be the meth head, unhinged bully troll mask, which was the Troll Form 1.0, where they're obvious felons and meth heads, and they act like such. And then there was supposed to be the controlled ops, the educated, woke, a kind-hearted, proper, thoughtful, educated type. And these two masks were to be worn by both wings of the bird. And this could never be uncovered. It was already on the surface. But I made the mistake of uncovering this side, and that's when all hell broke loose. And that's why you've seen 2 months of bullshit. Okay? So that's what up. And it's gonna stay. It's gonna stay the way that it is until it changes. Like I said, I'm willing to stay in my lane, but you got to stay in your lane. And since you want to cross over, we can cross over. You want to stay in your lane? Stay in your lane. It's just about 85% of the content creators and 100% of the trolls. So God bless you all. I so appreciate having you here. It's turning out to be a short show tonight because I didn't have a presentation for you. I just had some shit I wanted to get off my chest. And so it's done. Now, people have some Some hard thinking to do. Okay, hard think. Um, so we'll see what this week turns out. Uh, my next show is already planned out. I already have my guest ready. I have a guest, a special guest who is going to give us some deeper insight into what I just told you the past 2 or 3 hours. I've just given you a certain perspective where you're going to get a deep insight into this in the next show. So we'll have our guest on, and we have our entire story ready to be told, and it's going to bring us back 5 years or more to demonstrate to you some of what has occurred in the past. That is right along the lines of what I'm saying, which is a complete narrative control campaign to keep you from questioning the family or the original POIs. So we'll be getting into that, and it's going to elucidate some of the controlled opposition for you. And that's going to happen regardless. So that's not going to be determined by the behavior of others, but it should give us a very good history lesson into how far back this goes. And I'm letting you know this at a minimum goes back to 2019. But we will be talking about that later. And another thing, just again to say thank you to all the chat members. So I'll call you out by name because I feel like doing that tonight before we get out of here. We're almost heading on 3 hours, so look like we'll have a little short 3 hour show tonight. But I appreciate you all, and I'm sure I'll get canceled. I'm sure this will be. Clipped into infinity to make me a bad guy, but that's okay. Trust me, everyone who got served deserved it. And there's even more whose names I have not mentioned, but guess what? You got families too. And if my family's fair game, your family's fair game. Okay. So I want to say what up and thank you to Aaron Town. All right. Also to Skinny. What up, Skinny? Also to Commentator Root. What's up, Commentator? Also Cosmo. What's up, sweetie? Cosmo. Okay. We got Pertinent. Okay. We got Debbie. Okay, we got Critter Mama, Emerald Wonderland. We got Heavy Brown. What's up, Heather Brown? What's up, Who's Her Daddy 11? Okay, Pert in it. Dirty Diana's here. Hey, Dirty Diana. We got Amy, my sweetie. #1 mod. There's no one better than Amy. She runs this channel. By the way, if you don't know that Amy's in charge, Amy's in charge. Okay. We got Nicole Watt. What's up, Nicole? Paula Fitzhenry. Hey, Paula. Thank you for being here again. All right. We got Elby. Silenced. Also known as Christine. She's speaking to another Christine, by the way. We got 2 Christines in the chat. And we got Dieter. Spike Dog. Sweet Dude Shibby, who's not sweet, but he is a dude, and his name is Shibby. Okay, we got Cricket Day. What's up, Cricket Day? And that's a beautiful message of peace. Okay, hey, Christine. We got Cricket Day. Brenda Mays. What's up, Brenda Mays? Swade Smith. Hey, Swade Smith. Free Rick Allen. What's up, Swade Smith? Long time no see. 5 Green Acres in here. Carla Ann's in here. All right. Yeah, we keeping it real. And trust me, if I said bad words, I apologize for the bad words, but I meant it. What else we got up in here? Christina. What's up, Christina? Okay. Okay, we got Cromley, Mr. Cromley. Mr. Cromley, can we still talk about how the patties are involved, or is that going to be off limits? The chat can talk about whatever it wants, but trust me, that's the #1 thing the mean girls and the troll farm say you cannot discuss. That's the #1, and the state of Indiana supports it. Okay. Oppose authority, it destroys communities. Build up real respect and responsibility instead, and everyone will live better lives. Not only that, build communities. And see, I told my best friend today, I said, you know what I'm proud of my channel? And I honestly mean this, and you will know, look me in the eyes. I told him this. I said, the thing I love most about my channel is the community, because the community that came in my live chat and built a community, they mean something to each other. My community is what's most important here. That's why I say I don't care what you fucking do to my channel or my reputation on whatever you try to fucking smear and cancel. I don't care, because guess what? These people in the live chat, they're going to always be here. They'll always be there for each other, and they are the most important part of this channel. Hands down. All right. All right, we got Miss Pie Crust. We got Court of Public Opinion. What's up, Court of Public Opinion? Okay. Court of Public Opinion approves this message. We got Lisa. Okay. Mino Dino's up in here being mean, and Dean. And Stephanie's still around. Deb's here. What's up, Deb? J Ray's here. What's up, J Ray? Jay is here. What's it? But what a bunch of psychos. Yeah, Troform 1.0, 2.0. Okay. We got Heather Brown, Asha Harry. What's up, Asha Harry? Jay Rabbit. What up, Jay Rabbit? Another awesome person here. Jay Rabbit. Okay. Kaleida Hope. What up, Kaleida Hope? Okay. What do you mean it's been happening for years and needs to change? Hey, tell me, what do you mean? I missed this when I was ranting. What did you mean, Critter Mama? What has been happening for years? You mean the terrorizing off the Delphi case? Remember, I've always said, remind yourselves of how many creators they've run off this case. Just think about it. Start with Cop Facts. All right. We got Trial Junkie. What up? And I'm going back a ways. That's most people I see. I'm sure there's others. I remember Eye of Apophis was here. Okay, I want to thank Eye of Apophis for being here. What's up, Eye of Apophis? Go check out Eye of Apophis channel. There's a new video. You might want to watch it. Okay, String Theory. We got Low Light Recovery, another buddy of mine. Low Light Recovery. He's awesome. This concern I have is this orchestrated from a fusion center. I hope federal oversight will help. Thank you, Low Light. Good fucking man there, Low Light. We also got Professor Pug. Don't you dare talk about my daughter. She did nothing to you. When did you lose your mind? I guess that's what Perry warned. What are you talking about? You make no sense, Professor Pug. Who's talking about your daughter? No one's talking about your daughter. Like, are you seriously like turning schizophrenic as well? I want to fight. Oh, she's on the 24-hour? Okay. Look, Professor Pug, I don't know what the fuck your problem is, but I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And if there's something, Perry has a fucking problem, fuck Perry too. Okay? Wherever the fuck you got a problem with, you could do better than gaslighting in my chat. If you have a problem, you could always text me. You got my phone number. Be crazy. I mean, stop being crazy here. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Pug. No one brought your daughter up. But since you mentioned your daughter, maybe we should. Is that what you want to do, Professor Pug? I didn't mention her daughter's name. I wasn't. If your daughter happens to have a similar name to someone I was referencing, then you just revealed your daughter's name. I wasn't speaking about your daughter. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? You people need to fucking go take some Valium or just leave the case. I specifically was not talking about your daughter. Jesus fucking Christ, man. You see the trauma in this community? It's a trauma in the community because everyone's been lied to. Okay. Everyone's been lied to. Everyone's been traumatized. Everyone's been gaslit. Everyone's been served disinformation, misinformation. Everyone's been terrorized off the case. Okay. So if Professor Pug wants to start shit, we can start shit. Okay. But if you're coming at me over your daughter, I was not talking about your daughter because your daughter hadn't done shit to me. But you're doing shit to me. So if you want me to go after you, keep coming in and doing shit to me. Now, are we clear enough? Do we all have to fight? Do we have to burn the motherfucker down? Because we can talk about your daughter. If you want to talk, if we need to discuss Greeno, okay, we can talk about your daughter. So hopefully we won't have to do that, though. Because when you try to make me the bad, here's a fucking thing I'm going to tell all you motherfuckers. And I don't give a fuck if you ever come back, Professor Pug, or any of you. I am not the bad guy. If you think I'm the fucking bad guy, fuck you, leave the channel, and I hope to never see you again. Let's put it that way. And that goes to Julie Melvin. That goes to Jenny. That goes to Joe Lewis. That goes to Copfax. That goes to Professor Pug. That goes to Abramtown. That goes to Skinny. That goes to Cromley. That goes to Amy. That goes to Heavy Metal. And anybody who fucking watches this channel, if you think I'm the bad guy, leave and don't ever come back. Because I don't need you, don't want you. Is that clear enough for you? Anyway. So since Perry's warning about that, fuck you, Perry. Okay? You shouldn't be talking to Tracy because Tracy's a fucking disinformation agent. Okay? So fuck Tracy, fuck Perry, fuck Laura, and fuck you.